board is back from executive session. The time is 6:51. We'll move on to number 5, new business. 5A, Mr. Blanco.
Thank you, Board President Guerra, Dr. Espinosa, members of the board. I gave you an update in the status report regarding the employment of Mr. A. Licon, and we made a recommendation in closed session concerning his employment. And at this time, there are 2 issues that we've asked for and recommended. One is a suspension without pay, and the other is to propose notice of termination. I'd ask for a motion separately on each one of those items if the board is inclined to proceed.
I move to accept the recommendation of the administration to suspend A. Lucon without pay pending discharge of the teacher for good cause as discussed in closed session. The suspension without pay shall be effective immediately, and the administration shall issue proper notice to A. Lucon as required by policy DFBA.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Nahara, second by Mr. Gonzalez. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item, 5B. Mr. Blanco.
Actually,
No.
there's one more item
Yes, sir.
on
I'm sorry.
5A.
Back to 5A, correct.
Okay. I also move to accept the recommendation of the administration and issue notice of the district's proposal to terminate the term contract of A. Licon for good cause as discussed in closed session. The administration shall issue proper notice to A. Licon as required by policy DFBA.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Nahara, second by Mr. Gonzalez. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next item, 5B. Mr. Blanco.
Thank you, Board President Guerra, Dr. Espinosa, members of the board. And we gave you an update on the current status of the purchase of the property site for the new elementary school through Ranchos Real 15 LLC. And we're asking that the board approve a resolution tonight that will allow us and the administration with Mr. Guerra acting as board president and Ms. Byington to complete the transaction, including the signing of the necessary paperwork as we move towards closing. It's a rather wordy motion, but it is necessary if you would indulge us, and if the board is inclined to do so, we'd ask that you proceed with that motion.
I move to authorize the administration on behalf of the district to enter into and perform its obligations under that certain real estate contract between the district as purchaser and Ranchos Real 15 LLC or Ranchos Real Holdings 15 LLC as seller for the acquisition of real property for district use in line with the terms discussed during closed session. To authorize Paul Guerra as president and Thomas A. Byington, AIA, as chief operations officer of the district, and each of them acting alone to sign such agreements, documents, and instruments as may be required under the contract, and to authorize the secretary and vice president of the board of the district to execute the certificate of resolutions as presented during closed session.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Nahara, second by Mr. Gonzalez. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Next item, thank you, Mr. Blanco. Next item, 5C. Dr. Espinosa.
Yes,
Commissioner Lodge.
yes. President Guerra, members of the board, at this time, administration recommends Ms. Veronica Reyes to assume all the roles and the responsibilities as the principal of Mission Early College High School.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion by Mrs. Nahara, second by Mr. Gonzalez. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations, Ms. Reyes. Next item, item 6, governance training. We're going to have a training by Mr. Bill Mitchell, and I call training for the board and for, thank you, Mr. Blanco, for the board and for cabinet. So at this time, we could put some tables together and let's have some training.
Woo-hoo.